name is John C.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, hello. I'm good, very good. Can't complain. What about you?
I'm very good as well. My name is Renee. I come from New Zealand, and I'm normally a high school English teacher, but at the moment I'm living in France and doing some Cambly. So maybe you can tell me about yourself.
Comment ça va-vous? Ça va bien?
Hey, super. Oui, oui, ça va bien. Super.
Oui, oui. Well, that's the limit of my French.
Yeah,
I only
that's the
know a
limit
few
of your
words.
French.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty good, honestly. Most people only know bonjour.
Yeah, bonjour, merci. But I like the way the French sounds. The French sounds,
Yeah,
it's kind of
yeah,
it's a beautiful language.
it is.
as
You're
well
right.
as well as as well as my native language, which is let me see if you can guess it. Based
The
on my
Port-
accent, based on my physical appearance, where do you think I am from?
I think you're. Oh,
Wearing
I
an American T-shirt, but
yeah.
I'm not American.
No. Is your language Portuguese?
Was that easy?
Well, I speak to a lot
Yeah,
of people.
yeah. My native language is Portuguese.
Excellent. And so you're from South America somewhere.
Yeah, you are right.
Where exactly? In Brazil?
For sure.
Okay, okay. There we go.
My God,
And
great.
tell me, like, why is English important for you?
Why is it English important for me? Well, because English is an international language. You can communicate with people from all over the world who know English. It is also a business language. You can like do business if you know a little English. And also, it is the language that I love. Because I started study English in 2008 when I started work as a software developer,
Cool.
and since then I've been studying hard almost daily, try to improve, try to make friends. Yeah, pretty much that.
Excellent, excellent. And at the moment, as a software developer, I mean, do you use much English in your everyday life?
Well, I would say in my work only writing codes in English. I don't I don't speak. My conversational English only here on Cambly.
Okay.
Yeah, and kind of try to create this English environment. I would say that. Try to listen a lot of music, watching some TV shows or videos on YouTube. By the way, I am a YouTuber.
Yes,
I
yes.
usually share my classes on YouTube, my Cambly
Hmm.
classes on YouTube, like encourage people
Yeah.
to speak with the guys, improve their English and try to
Yeah,
motivate them through me.
yeah, yeah.
And
And I think it's really nice because I did hear that in Brazil, it's really expensive to take classes to learn English.
oh, yeah, I took an English course for 4 years.
Hmm.
Yeah, all my English background came from that course, like my grammar, my writing
Yeah.
skills, my listening comprehension skills, you know. But I would say that I leveled up my English study by myself because
Yeah.
I try to get, to talk to people, you know, to create this immersion. Oh my gosh, that's a hard word.
Yeah, but you said perfectly. Immersion. Yeah.
Yeah,
to be immersed
yeah.
in the language. Yeah,
Thank,
it's really
thank you so
important.
much. Yeah,
And for me, I'm learning French, so to be immersed in the language and living in the country is really helpful.
for sure, definitely. I've been talking with native speakers on Cambly since last year, and I definitely can tell you that my fluidity like improved a lot. You know,
Yeah,
my rhythm.
yeah,
Yeah, it's really cool when you are talking to a native speaker because kind of get like those idiosyncrasy that you are not aware
correct.
if you not practice with someone.
Yeah, your conversation sounds very natural, and I really noticed that you don't take time to think. So you are probably not translating from Portuguese to English, right? You're just
Not anymore.
speaking.
Yeah, not anymore. I'm just speaking. What I'm
That's
saying here right now, it is what my mind is send me these words and yeah,
that's
it
cool
is
because that shows how much you understand like English. To be able to think in English, this shows that your fluency and your progress is huge.
yeah. Yeah, thanks to Cambly.
Yeah.
I love this platform.
Yeah, yeah. And tell me, so what is interesting in your life apart from learning English
You
and
mean
your
like,
YouTube channel?
yeah, my you mean like my what I really enjoy like doing in my
Yeah,
free
yeah, what
time?
do you enjoy? What are your passions?
Well, I love hang out with my friends. I love be surrounded by my good people, good friends. I love go to the beach because here in Brazil, especially here in my city, Natal,
That's all right.
it's yeah, it means Christmas in English. If you translate this word to English into English, it means Christmas. It is
Ah,
like, yeah, this city it is known for the city of the sun because we have sunny day almost the whole year.
wow.
Yeah, it's really amazing
It's,
city, and I kind of developed this passion for YouTube. When I became this YouTuber,
mm-hmm,
quotation mark,
yeah.
I kind of created this passion to like talking to people and try to motivating them to study English. Try to give them some tips. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know much about my country, New Zealand?
Yeah, it is the first time that I'm actually talking to someone, a teacher from New Zealand. I'm so interested in learning things about your country. Can you please share with
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, well, my country is like at the bottom of the world, near Antarctica.
Oh, I'm
Um,
sorry. Let me ask you before I forget.
mm,
Uh, Legend has it that the water in the in Australia continent it is counterclockwise. Is it true? It goes
yeah, that
counter.
it goes like this. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I'm trying to. Yeah,
because
I think
here
it is true.
here in my city is clockwise,
Mm-hmm.
and but I know some people say I don't know if it is true or it is a myth. But
Yeah.
people say that below the equator,
Mm.
the water goes clockwise, and I I don't know. I don't know. That's
Do you know
a
what?
silly
I'm
question.
gonna research this so that next time I have a proper answer because I think that's right, but I'm not 100% sure. And it's been like 5 years, 5.5 years since I was living in New Zealand. I've lived in England and France since then. So yeah,
Yeah, you can check it out with your friends or family. Hey, can you
yeah,
please check it out if the water goes clockwise or
yeah.
um
I will message
counter?
you when I have the answer. Okay.
I would I appreciate so much.
Yeah. But honestly, my country is really small in comparison to Brazil's population, just 5 million people. So there is lots of space.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It is really a rich country, economically speaking, right?
Yeah, in a sense, we definitely don't have the differentiation in terms of society. I know in Brazil there is the very poor.
Oh yeah,
Maybe there's
unfortunately.
a number of different levels of wealth,
Mm-hmm.
but in New Zealand it's kind of like mostly middle class.
Right.
Yeah, there are some poor people, but the government gives a lot of help.
Oh, that's so interesting. You know, Brazilians have this epitome of a good place to live.
Yeah.
U.S., Australia, some would say New Zealand. For someone that uh, is really willing to live in, especially in your country, New Zealand, is it easy? Is it complicated? Like to find a job, to have a good salary, to get by?
Mm. Uh, it's not difficult, but more and more these days it's based on your studies at university. And then as well, what is important is your experience. So the problem for people immigrating to New Zealand from other countries is often once you arrive in New Zealand, you have to do some retraining so that your standards of education are in line with New Zealand standards. So
Seriously?
sometimes, yeah, for some countries, like some people coming from India or China, these are just a couple of examples. They may have to retrain just to check that their qualifications are at the same level as the expectations in New Zealand.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But I also
but
understand because, you know, some universities in some countries, maybe they have different expectations.
gotcha. Yeah. Hmm.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
What about in France? You said you've been living in this country, and
Hmm.
if I may be so bold to ask you, how did you ended up living in Europe?
Yeah. How did I end up living there? Okay. I met my husband in England and he is French. And when my visa ended for England, I didn't want to leave the Northern Hemisphere. I wanted to stay in and around Europe because there's so much to see. And when you live
Oh,
at the bottom of the world your whole life, you just want to travel.
yeah.
So my husband decided to move back to France so I could stay in Europe and I could easily get a visa to live in France. Yeah.
Hmm. How many countries have you visited so far?
Oh, many. I
You
think
cannot count
around
it.
20. Around
Oh
20.
my!
Yeah.
You make me a little bit jealous.
Yeah, I have been lucky. Honestly, I have been lucky. When I was younger, my parents traveled a bit with my brother and myself. And then after I had been working and saved money, then I did a bit of an adventure with my cousin. We traveled a bit around Asia. And then, of course, I went and lived in England. So cheap flights all around Europe. And yeah, I've been lucky for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So what about South America? Have you visited this
I want to
part
come
of
one
the?
day. The problem is I have to take extra vaccines to come to South America.
Yeah, unfortunately. But
I
you
really
have a
hate
lot.
vaccines.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I
You
really want to see Peru though, one
haven't
day.
you haven't you gotten the shot yet? The vaccine?
Yes, I got my first vaccine 2 days ago, and yeah, not
Good for
enjoyable
you.
at all.
Good for you. Good for you. I'm really looking forward to getting mine.
Yeah.
Um, like next month, I think I'll
Okay,
be able to
good.
get. Yeah, yeah. I'm so excited, because I wanna feel like protected,
Of
like,
course.
oh
Yeah,
man, I can walk,
yeah,
easily without any concern about the virus. Although
yeah,
I know we have a lot of mutation around us,
mm,
but hopefully this vaccine will be able to protect us for all
Yeah.
those mutations.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for the lovely conversation.
My pleasure.
I hope
So
to
nice
call
to
you.
meet you.